I thought it ended in that hospital room. I thought the miracle was the story. I thought the healing was the destination. But now I know. It was only the beginning. Years ago, you met me there, in a room filled with uncertainty, in a place where fear sat heavy upon my chest, in a place where I didn't know what tomorrow would hold, and somehow you walked in. Not as a distant God, not as a story written on pages, not as a name spoken from a pulpit, but as the living God, the one who sees, the one who knows, the one who heals. And you touched me, a touch I could never explain, a moment I could never forget, a mercy I could never earn. And yet, I didn't know you, not really. I knew something had happened, I knew something had changed, I knew I had encountered something greater than myself, but I had not yet opened the door of my heart. Still, you stayed. You didn't heal me and walk away. You didn't perform a miracle and disappear. You didn't say, "Come find me when you're ready." No. You remained quietly, patiently, faithfully, knocking through conversations, knocking through circumstances, knocking through tears, knocking through questions, knocking through moments when I felt lost, knocking through moments when I thought I had all the answers, knocking again and again and again, not forcing, not demanding, just waiting for the day I would realize that the miracle was never meant to replace the relationship. Because you wanted more than my healing, you wanted my heart more than my attention, you wanted my surrender more than my gratitude, you wanted my trust. And now when I look back, I can see you were there all along, in every closed door, in every open door, in every valley, in every mountain, in every moment I thought I was walking alone. You were walking beside me like the disciples on the road who didn't recognize you. You were there, speaking, leading, drawing, calling. And now I understand the healing wasn't the finish line, it was the invitation, an invitation to know the healer, an invitation to know the one whose hands form the stars, the one who calls the oceans by name, the one who leaves the 99 to find the one who stood outside the door of my heart and never stopped knocking. And what amazes me most is not that you healed me, though that is a miracle. What amazes me most is that you stayed when I was distracted. You stayed when I was searching. You stayed when I didn't understand. You stayed when I wasn't looking for you. You were looking for me. And now I hear the knock differently, not as a stranger standing outside, but as the voice of a father calling his child deeper. Deeper than miracles, deeper than blessings, deeper than what you can do for me, into who you are. Because the greatest gift was never the healing. The greatest gift was you. And if I could go back to that hospital room today, I would whisper to the person lying there, the story isn't ending here. The miracle is only the first chapter. The one who touched you today will spend years pursuing your heart. And one day you will realize that the hand that healed you was the same hand that never stopped knocking. And when you finally open the door, you'll discover he was never after your sickness. He was after your heart. And he was willing to wait until love answered the knock. So if you find yourself lost today, if the darkness feels heavier than the light, if the questions seem louder than the answers, if the way you carry feels too heavy to bear, call out to him, not because you have all the because you've earned his attention. Call out to him because he is already near. The same hand that reached for me is reaching for you. The same voice that called my name is calling yours. The same Savior who stood patiently at the door of my heart is standing at yours, knocking, waiting, inviting. Not into religion, not into rules, but into relationship, into forgiveness, into healing, into hope, into life. Seek him while he may be found. Call upon